Perfume and Pain is the new novel by Anna Dorn. This is the Los Angeles writer's third novel. I recently got my hands on Exalted. I read it sometime last year on a plane, and I enjoyed this, so I was excited to see where she was going next. And here we have Perfume and Pain, which is released by Simon Schuster, displaying the cover in black and white, but it is a hot pink, and the look of the cover just looks like this pulpy novel that the story draws a lot of influences from, and it even says her bad behavior just got worse. And this new one follows this canceled mid-tier writer named Astrid Dahl, who is a part of this lesbian Zoom writers group called Sapphic Scribes, and it's here she meets a woman named Ivy, who is just going to shake her whole world up. Our main character Astrid finds herself falling into these pitfalls of love, substances, and sex. I considered telling Zev about my new crush on Ivy, but I know he'll say something rude, like call me girl crazy. He says this a lot of people do, but it isn't true. I just happen to think a crush is the best drug there is, and trust, I've done them all. Definitely think the character of Astrid was well developed and interesting, if not a little irritating to follow at times. It's all intentionally done, but with her being the POV of the story and getting all these constant affirmations of beauty and this like punk attitude that she has, I don't know, it's just got a little grating at times. A lot of people think I'm related to Roald Dahl, probably because we're writers with the same last name, and Roald Dahl has a lesbian socialite granddaughter, but I'm not that granddaughter, although we share at least one X, and Dahl is a common Swedish last name. I definitely want to give credit though to Anna. With both books I've read, it really does have me feel like I am in the middle of Los Angeles. There are a lot of pop culture references, and they are very consistent across all the pages here. There's a moment when they are riding along the Sunset Strip and past the Pink Taco, a garish Mexican restaurant whose founder Lindsay Lohan dated before he died of a likely overdose. And then just a couple sentences after, they mention passing the Chateau Marmont, the hotel where Lindsay Lohan lived for 2 years before being permanently banned for racking up an unpaid balance of $46,000. Regardless of a lot of these cool pop culture references though, goes back to these characters. Like, some of them had me grating my teeth. One in particular named Cat Gold. Oh man, like I know it was intentional to be this cringy, but she's like this famous actress that is bisexual but married to a guy, and she just can't help but to want to hang out with like all her queer friends all of the time. And like she talks about how she's like getting close to getting with Kirsten Stewart and stuff, and it's just delusional. Such is a lot of the California lifestyle, a lot of which is presented on this book and Exalted. And by the point I made it to the 150 page mark on this book and saw that I had another 200 left, I really didn't know if I was going to continue with this or not, but I remembered how Exalted ended up with a twist, and I wanted to hold out for Perfume and Pain and see how it ended up. And I will say the book gets better when it focuses more on a character named Penelope that comes into Astrid's life, and egos are crushed, stories are revealed, and characters run into characters. There are a lot of characters. In a lot of ways, I could see this book being adapted for a TV series. They mention the show The L Word a lot on this book. I've never watched it. I think it's safe to say I'm not the target audience really for a book like this, but I did find some enjoyment on there for sure. And yeah, it's split into 3 parts and resulting in over 40 chapters. It makes the thing just feel a little long, but you know, this book, it's like a bottle of perfume and every chapter is just one little spray, and you know, it's so pink and bubbly, and obviously you don't want to just like do the whole bottle in one go, but you know, let it wash over you. I would give Perfume and Pain a 7.0. It is available in bookstores now and is released by Simon & Schuster. Thank you so much for watching.